Hello and welcome to Fast and Factual on Firstpost. Here's a roundup of stories from across the world. Yemen-backed Houthis have claimed that they've achieved quote-unquote a real victory. The group said they've been successful in stepping up attacks on vessels in the Red Sea. This, they say, has helped in hindering the movement of ships connected to Israel. The Houthis claimed, and I quote, "The movement of ships linked to Israel has become almost non-existent." The Palestinian Red Crescent Society has said that one of their paramedics has been killed. This was after an ambulance came under attack. Meanwhile, at least 5 people were killed in the border city of Rafah after an Israeli airstrike targeted a residential building in the region. Earlier, Israel vowed to expand its offensive in the region. Meanwhile, the White House said it will not support Israel's plan to expand its operations in Rafah. A spokesperson said that any military operation in Rafah at this time would be a disaster. That's because of the massive number of Palestinian citizens sheltering there. He added that U.S. State Secretary Antony Blinken conveyed the same to Israel during his trip. Yesterday, Blinken departed Israel, ending his 5th trip to West Asia since the Israel-Hamas war began. Republican presidential hopeful Donald Trump is headed for a big legal victory in the United States. The country's Supreme Court will likely reject an attempt to remove Trump from Colorado's presidential ballot. In December last year, Colorado barred the former president from the state's presidential ballot after it found him responsible for the 2021 Capitol Hill riots. U.S. President Joe Biden has been cleared in a case where he took classified documents when he left the vice presidency in 2017. A special counsel investigating the case said Biden had willfully retained and disclosed classified material. However, he concluded no criminal charges will be brought against him. That's because it will be difficult to convict Biden given his age. Brazil's federal police loaded up bags of seized items from ex-President Jair Bolsonaro's Liberal Party headquarters yesterday. They confiscated passport and sought to arrest some of his closest aides. This comes as a part of an investigation against Bolsonaro. He's been accused of plotting to carry out a military coup after he lost the 2022 elections. Russia's presidential hopeful Boris Nadezhdin his election bid has been blocked. He said the Central Election Commission refused to register him as a candidate. Nadezhdin added that he will challenge the decision of the Election Commission in the country's highest court. He's a prominent critic of the war in Ukraine and he intends to unseat incumbent Vladimir Putin. An American journalist released a much-anticipated interview of Russian President Vladimir Putin. It came amidst White House's concerns over giving Putin a platform. During the interview, Putin said that Russia has no interest in expanding its war in Ukraine to other countries like Poland and Latvia. However, he added that defeating Russia and Ukraine is quote-unquote impossible by definition.
The threat, I think,
Alexander Syrsky has been appointed as Ukraine's new army chief. Syrsky has led Ukraine's ground forces since 2019. This comes after Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky dismissed General Valery Zaluzhny. It is the most serious shake-up of Ukraine's top military brass since Russia's invasion in February 2022. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has issued a warning against his enemies. He has threatened to wipe out enemies if any of them used force against his nation. Kim Jong-un made these comments during a visit to the Defense Ministry with his daughter yesterday. Military officers and soldiers had gathered to mark the anniversary of the founder of its military. In Pakistan, the counting of votes is underway after polling ended on Thursday. Early results show the 3 main parties fighting a close battle. Earlier, Pakistan experienced notable delays in the vote counting due to widespread network outage in the country. Malaysia's top court has declared more than a dozen Islamic laws unconstitutional. These include provisions criminalizing sodomy, incest, gambling, sexual harassment and the desecration of places of worship. Malaysia has a dual-track legal system where Islamic laws apply to Muslims. These run alongside the country's secular laws. Islamic laws are enacted by states' legislatures, while secular laws are passed by Malaysia's parliament. The Economic Community of West African States, or ECOWAS, has urged Burkina Faso, Niger and Mali to reconsider their decision to exit the bloc. It raised concerns over the hardships the citizens would face due to the decision. Last month, self-appointed military leaders from the three countries said they would quit ECOWAS. This was after the bloc pressured them to restore constitutional order following a string of coups. In climate news, the number of missing people in the Philippines landslide has doubled. Search and rescue missions are on for at least 110 people, which increased from the previously reported number of 45. At least 1,100 families have evacuated their homes. Torrential rains in the region triggered a deadly landslide on 6th of February. Northern Arizona is under brutal snow attack. Several parts of major interstates were shut down because of consistent snowfall. Over 100 flights were reported delayed in the southern region in Phoenix. Some regions received more than 60 centimeters of snow. A flash downpour of rain turned Argentina's capital city of Buenos Aires into a river. Vehicles and people were struggling to navigate through the muddy, water-filled city. The temporary flooding caused disruptions, leading to delayed metro trains and flights. Some areas also experienced power failures. A volcano in Iceland's Grindavik region has erupted again. The eruption sent jets of lava high in the sky. The lava damaged a water pipeline responsible for supplying hot water to several towns. Thousands of people from the region were evacuated to safety shelters after the volcanic activity. In 2023, over 5,000 people died in France from scorching heat. France's health ministry revealed this data while presenting a report on health-related deaths in 2023. The country was hit by 4 deadly heat waves, among which the 4th was the hottest on record. According to the European Union, 2023 was the hottest year on record globally. In Italy, warm winters and droughts are causing significant crop damage. This is according to an agricultural company, Cordiretti. The dry spell affects the yields of cereals, legumes and vegetables. This will also take a toll on the animal feed. Italian farmers are an active part of the Moss farmers' protests across Europe. They're demanding the government to address their grievances related to climate concerns and low prices for produce. Elon Musk's SpaceX and NASA launched a climate satellite from the US state of Florida. The satellite is called PACE, which stands for Plankton, Aerosol, Cloud and Ocean Ecosystems. This will monitor the exchange of carbon dioxide between the ocean and atmosphere, alongside the Earth's air quality and its climate. On to business and tech news. The S&P 500, one of America's leading stock market index, touched a new high yesterday. The benchmark index touched the 5,000 mark for the first time. This came as investors hailed chip companies' earnings profit. Chipmaker ARM shares rose over 50%. The firm projected a strong market demand for its artificial intelligence chips. Other chip companies like Taiwan Semiconductor and Broadcom also saw stock price rise. The U.S. Federal Aviation Administration has mandated inspections of Boeing 737 MAX jets. They want to check for the loose bolts in the aircraft's rudder control systems. This comes after missing bolts in Boeing 737 MAX 9 jet led to a mid-air door panel blowout incident last month. Former US President Donald Trump's media firm, Trump Media and Technology Group, is reportedly closing in on a $50 million merger deal. That is with a blank check company called Digital World Acquisition Corp. Blank check companies are publicly listed firms. They are designed to merge with other companies. Report says Trump Media plans to merge with Digital World Acquisition Corp and list on the stock market. The CEO of US travel firm Expedia is stepping down. Peter Kern will be replaced by a company insider, Ariane Gorin. Resignation comes as Expedia projected a weak revenue going forward. Air ticket prices decline is expected to moderate the company's revenue in 2024. Expedia shares declined more than 12% following the announcement. Hershey, the US-based chocolate products company, is cutting 5% of its total workforce. The headcount reduction is part of the company's two-year restructuring plan. It is expected to save over $300 million for the firm. This comes as Hershey projected lower annual profits for 2024. Meanwhile, another US-based firm, Getaround, is cutting 30% of its workforce. The car-sharing company helps vehicle owners rent out their cars and SUVs. The number of impacted employees has not been revealed yet. The firm had laid off 10% of its workforce last year. SoftBank, the Japanese investment giant, has posted $6.6 billion of profit in the third quarter. This comes after the firm saw continuous losses in 4 previous quarters. Profits have been attributed to growth in SoftBank-backed companies. These include chipmaker Arm and China's Alibaba, among others. In recent days, the firm has reduced its investment activity. Google's artificial intelligence chatbot Brad has been renamed Gemini. The tech giant says Gemini is the most powerful AI model so far. Google has also launched a subscription plan for the chatbot. Gemini Advanced is available in over 230 countries in 40 languages. For the US customers, it has been priced at $19.99 a month. UK's banking giant HSBC has partnered with Google for its climate financing goal. Under the deal, HSBC financed tech firms that are working on solutions against climate crisis. These firms will join Google's cloud-ready sustainability program. HSBC aims to provide $1 billion in funding to climate tech firms by 2030. A former TikTok executive has sued the social media firm and its Chinese parent company ByteDance. Former marketing executive Katie Puris said she was fired after reporting about sexual harassment. She also claimed that she was subjected to derogatory remarks about her age. The lawsuit has been filed in a Manhattan federal court in the United States. On to sports now. In cricket, Pakistan suffered a semi-final heartbreak at the ICC Men's Under-19 Cricket World Cup. Australia beat Pakistan by 1 wicket at the Willowmore Park in Benoni, South Africa. As many as 8 Pakistani players were dismissed for single-digit scores. Pakistan bounced back with the ball, with 15-year-old Ali Raza claiming 4 for 34. Australia won with 5 balls to spare. And Sri Lanka drops former captain Dasun Shanaka from its squad for the ODIs against Afghanistan. Shanaka is one of the 3 omissions from the squad named for the series. This doesn't come as a surprise given his poor form since January 2023. In the last 21 innings, he has brought Sri Lanka just 1 half-century. Portuguese star Cristiano Ronaldo was back on the field from an injury. His comeback started with a loss as Al Nassr lost to Al Hilal 0-2. Ronaldo had suffered a muscle injury that compelled the Al Nassr star to postpone their China tour. He played for the Saudi club on 30th of December in a 4-1 win at Al Tawun. There were rumors that the International Football Association Board, or the IFAB, is planning to introduce a new color card in addition to the existing yellow and red cards. The purpose of this card was supposed to send players to a sin bin for dissent and cynical fouls. However, football's international body FIFA has denied any such claims. FIFA has said that reports of the so-called blue card at elite levels of football are incorrect and premature. Inter Miami have apologized for Messi's absence during their exhibition match in Hong Kong. Messi's inability to play was a last-moment decision that infuriated the fans. The team's medical staff decided it was too risky for him and his teammate Luis Suarez to play. Inter Miami said they were open to visit Hong Kong should the fans welcome them. France captain Kylian Mbappe is expected to sit out during PSG's Ligue 1 meeting with Lille that is scheduled this weekend. PSG does not want to risk his injury considering that a Champions League last 16 tie is around the corner. Mbappe sustained an injury in his ankle during PSG win over Brest this Thursday. Over in AFCON, hosts Ivory Coast continued their dominant run. They beat the Democratic Republic of Congo 1-0 in the second semi-final. This was Sebastian Holler's volley that sealed the finals berth for the two-time AFCON champions. Ivory Coast now meet Nigeria in the final, which is on 11th of February. In basketball, a statue commemorating late Kobe Bryant was unveiled outside the Los Angeles Lakers' home arena. The statue is 19 feet long, with five-time NBA champion wearing a white jersey. The date was chosen in honor of the numerology associated with the date 2824. The number 2 was a tribute to Kobe's daughter Gianna Bryant's jersey number, whereas Kobe was associated with the numbers 8 and 24 during his career. Ireland women's basketball team refused to shake hands with Israel. The incident took place before the Eurobasket 2025 qualifier in Riga. Ireland also stood by their bench instead of coming to the center of the court during their national anthem. Before the match, Basketball Ireland had said, and I quote, the team wouldn't take part in traditional pre-match arrangements. Olympians who will secure a podium finish will get to take a piece of Eiffel Tower home. Organizers unveiled the event's medal, which will have a hexagon-shaped tokens embedded on them. They are forged out of scrap metal used to build the iconic landmark. Organizers said the idea was to link the Paris Olympics with symbols of France. In entertainment news, Hulk actor Mark Ruffalo has been honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The Poor Things actor attended the event with his wife and 2 children. Ruffalo and his wife also did a happy dance near the star. According to reports, Dwayne Johnson might be reprising his role as Maui in the upcoming Moana sequel. He's in talks with the makers and might sign the deal very soon. Maui is a demigod in the film. It is scheduled to release on 27th of November this year. Game of Thrones star Maisie Williams has taken over an intense role again. She will play the role of a concentration camp survivor in an upcoming series, The New Look. The Apple TV Plus series will present the story of iconic brands like Dior, Coco and Chanel, and their struggles to build an empire amid the horrors of World War II. Williams will be seen as the sister of French fashion designer Christian Dior. Actor Denzel Washington and director Spike Lee will be working together again for the upcoming film High and Low. This will be the duo's 5th collaboration together. It is a remake of Japanese filmmaker Akira Kurosawa's crime thriller. The film production will start in March. A list of new abuse allegations have been added to actor Jonathan Majors' list. Majors, who was convicted of assaulting and harassing his former girlfriend Grace Jabari, is now being accused by several other women of doing the same with them. Accounts from other former girlfriends, colleagues and set crew members reveal that Majors allegedly choked, bruised and emotionally abused several others in the past. Actor Aryan Zakir has sued the producers of Days of Our Lives show for sexually harassing her. She claims that the producer, Albert Aller, not only harassed her, but several other women as well. The suit states that Aller regularly made sexual comments at her. Rappers Snoop Dogg and Master P have filed a lawsuit against Walmart. They allege that the supermarket is not displaying the duo's cereal brand on their shelves. The lawsuit accuses the supermarket giant of hiding cereal boxes and saying that they're out of stock. Walmart denied all the allegations against them. American DJ Cascade will replace Dutch DJ Tiesto in the upcoming Super Bowl game. Cascade expressed his excitement to be the part of the Super Bowl. This comes after Tiesto dropped out citing family emergency. This is the first time the Super Bowl game will have an in-game DJ. Shifting focus to Taylor Swift's cat, Olivia Benson. According to reports, Olivia has a higher net worth than Swift's partner Travis Kelce. The cat's net worth has been estimated to be around $97 million, while Kelce's net worth stands at $40 million. Swift's cat Olivia has been a part of several TV commercials, along with starring in a music video, Blank Space. A two-day auction in UK sold several items from the Netflix series The Crown. Hundreds of items, like a signed script to a sports car, went under the hammer. A 1987 green Jaguar car, portrayed as Princess Diana's car in the series, fetched over $80,000. This was followed by the sale of a Gold State coach, which fetched approximately $50,000. The proceeds will be given to National Film and Television School.